on to the next character, Collei, who is, listen, I'm just gonna say one thing about Collei. She's probably gonna be trash. Like, she's not gonna be good. Nothing in her kit sounds that great. And there's a lot of reading, and it's all pointless reading. Her ascension stat is attack percent, which is generally not good. It's just not really that great to have. She has nothing on her normal attacks. Her skill, she throws out a floral ring that deals 1 instance of dendro damage. She just 1 instance. And then the floral ring returning deals dendro damage once again. So you get 2 hits of dendro damage on her burst. Fair enough. I guess at 13, a level 13, it has 321.3% damage value, and it's a cooldown of 12 seconds. It's okay, maybe. I've seen the video of it being used. It's like a very slow-moving boomerang. I don't know. Her burst, she does something. Her trusty Sulian Anbar comes to save the day, throws the doll named Sulian Anbar, causing an explosion that deals AoE dendro damage, creating Sulian Anbar zone. It will bounce around. I almost just knocked something off that chair. It will bounce around within the zone, dealing AoE damage. This is probably the only good thing about her. She's probably has very high dendro application, because you place her burst down and essentially it's just constant pops of dendro damage. It's constant, constant, constant. The only problem is that it's only 6 seconds duration, it's a 15-second cooldown, and energy of 60. The energy part's fine, but you have literally like less than 50% uptime on it. 6% duration is, or 6 second duration, sorry, is not high enough. Maybe the damage would be alright. You have an initial pop of 428%, followed by continuous pops of 91.9, but just the duration is not it. I think there's 2 pops per second, or maybe 1 pop per second, I'm not exactly sure. But yeah, it's just very underwhelming for the first 4-star Dendro. But when is a 4-star not underwhelming? Unless they're these random characters coming out of nowhere having no story connotation. Sorry, connection. Moving on, her passive, or first passive, is the same as Amber's because they're friends in the actual lore. If one of your party members, oh, this is the second passive, if one of your party members triggers any of the Dendro reactions before the floral ring returns, it will grant the character the Sprout effect upon return, which will continuously deal dendro damage equivalent of 40% of Collei's attack for the to nearby enemies for 3 seconds. Pretty useless. 40% is not that high. A bit higher would be better. And also you have to trigger a dendro reaction before the thing comes back, so I guess if you trigger it with the actual boomerang, it might be okay, but it's probably not, because it doesn't sound that great. The second passive, when a character within her burst triggers a dendro reaction, the zone's duration is increased by 1 second. A single trump card can be extended by 3 seconds. Her trump card is her burst. So this is fine if you combo her with a Dendro, or sorry, a different character. You can get a total of 9 second duration on her burst, which is decently, you know, that's a decent duration. You're now above 50% duration overall, or sorry, above 50% uptime, which is good, but you definitely, you need her to be the reactor, or someone needs to be causing dendro reactions. You can't not be causing dendro reactions. So you can't combo with Collei Animo. You can't combo with Collei Geo, right? You can't be doing that. You need to combo with some of the other elements that cause an actual dendro reaction. Here they all burn and quicken, aggravate the spread, bloom, hyper bloom, or burgeon. So far, so shit. To be quite frank, so far, so shit. But anyway, onto the constellations. Maybe they can make her better. Probably not, though. When in the party and not on the field, her energy recharge is increased by 20%. Kind of moderately useless, but we'll take it. You can maybe chuck her burst down and then switch her off and do some other stuff. But it is what it is. Her second constellation, it's a long read, and it pretty much doesn't do anything. I'm not going to read it, and here's the thing. If you want to read it, maybe pause the stream, or pause the video if you're watching this as a video. Read it. If you think it's cool. It's too long for a constellation. Don't make constellations an essay. Thanks. Her fourth constellation, using her burst, will increase nearby characters' elemental mastery. This is pushing her towards a bit, excluding, sorry, Collei herself, and it's for 12 seconds. I totally forgot to mention that. This constellation pushes her to work a bit better with Tignari, more elemental mastery for the actual main character, or sorry, main damage dealer. So that's fine. But it's not for herself, which is kind of cringe. And then C6, when the floral ring hits opponents, it will create a miniature burst that deals 200% of Collei's attack as dendro damage. Each floral brush can only create one such miniature cinnabar amber. That is fine. If you get this character C6, you may be able to deal some pretty decent damage. You may be able to deal some pretty decent burst damage if you get this character C6, and it has to be specifically built around her elemental skill. Her elemental burst is going to be something passive. If you get C6 and you want to do some high skill damage, you need C6. That's about all I can see her being used for. She doesn't provide any other effects anywhere else. Maybe for causing massive Dendra reactions. That doesn't seem too important though. So forgive me if I say this, but she doesn't look that useful. I don't know if you like this character, guys. I don't know if people like Collei. She's cool. I like her story, and she looks very adorable. But gameplay, kind of sus. Let's take a